So I was born in France and I lived there until I was 21 years old. And after that, I always wanted to do something different with my life.
Is there a dreamer and a practical one between the two of you?
She's the dreamer.
You're the practical one.
That's why we're here. Because if Susie and my husband, her brother, did not have dreams, we would not be here.
What were some of the challenges you guys had to overcome in order to get in here, obviously, and just the whole experience? What tell me about that?
I mean, absolutely. I think, first of all, anyone who wants to open up their own business really have to.
Helping vendors grow and saving couples money. Welcome to the WedBegin Podcast.
What's good, guys? My name is Eli.
And I'm Jordan.
And this is the WedBegin Podcast.
Today, we're here again for the third podcast at this beautiful venue, Hope Lodge venue here in Moose, Connecticut. And we're here with Liza and Susie. And the first kind of question and statement I want to make to you both is that this is more than a venue. This is like a community transformation story. So kind of, let's get into like the history of this building and what inspired you to make this a wedding venue.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very old building. It was built in 1888. What was his name again?
Milner, right?
Yeah, we forgot his name. But anyway, it was built in 1888 for the mill workers in the area to just gather in a place. Yep. And then a couple of years after, it was the Polish National Club. And then we found out that later it was
VFW.
Well, I think before that, it was a gathering for kids after school or for vacation, like holidays from school. They were coming here.
And they did a club here for a little bit, too.
They did, because we have a lot of people saying that they used to bartend here when it was a bar and a club.
Yeah, it was like a little dance club.
Yeah, no chandelier, but a disco ball up there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like in the 70s, maybe?
Yes.
I know when it was a VFW, my grandparents used to come here, and people did get married here.
They did.
So I know a lot of people. There's like everybody that, anytime we've done a wedding here, everybody's always saying, you know, oh, I came here when I was younger.
That is true.
I used to come here as a kid and do Zumba classes with my mom.
Zumba classes?
Yeah. When I was like 10, I would go with my mom. She did Zumba every week, so I'd come with her. I'd dance my tuchus off.
That's
fun.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're right, because we do receive a lot of couples, even if they're just coming to tour. They will say, oh my God, my grandparents got married here, and now it's their turn to get married here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
In every market, there's a group of vendors who quietly pull ahead because they recognize a moment to act while others are still watching. WedBegin is attracting professionals who want real control, meaningful vendor partnerships, and a booking model that respects their profit. And as you consider where the next wave of couples will be searching, it makes sense to imagine your name already in front of them. Now go ahead and reserve your place on WedBegin today and move your business into the category couples trust first.
So go ahead and visit WedBegin.com to reserve your spot on our waiting list.
We've had a couple of weddings that were like generational.
Yes.
Like their grandparents got married here, their parents got married here, and then they got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to see that too.
You guys obviously must have done a lot of work to the place. I don't know what it looked like previously, but like, you know, weddings change, and probably how the weddings looked back then were very different than now. And you have a pretty flexible space here too. So you have an upstairs and then there's a downstairs too.
Right.
And it's not just for weddings, right?
No,
What else
it's for
can you do
everything.
here? Yeah.
Everything that you can do: baby showers, bridal showers, corporate events, fundraiser.
Oh my God, we've had everything. We've had comedy shows.
Yes, we did.
We've had, you know,
Murder mystery show, which was pretty
We have
fun.
a Dolly Parton show
Yep.
coming up in March. You know, it's a pretty flexible space. You know, we've had art galleries here.
In proms too, when it's prom
Proms.
season. We do
You've
a lot
done
of
proms
proms.
here?
Yeah, we do a lot of them. Yeah.
Huh. So why Moose, Connecticut? I mean, you found the space and
That's
you're probably
on
like, that's the
Susie.
space.
Yeah.
Was there a connection to the area at all?
it's a very funny story. I live in Killingly.
Yep.
And me and my mom are like avid yard sailors, like every weekend yard sale.
You've
Like
come to one of my yard sales.
Really?
Yes,
I'm
I
not
did.
surprised.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's me. I will pop up at any yard sale, any given weekend. That's
That
like
is so
our
funny.
thing. And we were literally driving by this building looking for a yard sale. And we saw the for sale sign.
Mm.
And I just was like, I wonder how it looks like in there. Because from what we were told, it was abandoned for a few years. It was, as you know, a VFW.
Yep.
And after that, it just kind of sat for a long time.
But even before that, the idea to own something and to create a business was already there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Susie did not just drove by and be like, oh yeah, let's just buy a building.
Right.
Like you were kind of like on the lookout for
We
it.
were, yeah. Because a few times, our family is like a really big family. We party all the time. We're always having some kind of event or something going on.
Mm.
And when my grandmother passed away, we couldn't find anything locally to have an event and be able to bring in our own foods and our own things because our family is Caribbean and we like to have our own food and we
You
couldn't
had
find
some?
anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
He knows.
I've
He's
eaten some
had
of it. It's good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were like, it would be kind of cool to have a venue where you can actually bring your own food.
If you're a vendor looking for more bookings or a couple that's searching for trusted pros,
WedBegin is home for an entire wedding community, a place where photographers, planners, florists, DJs, and every kind of vendor can be discovered, and where couples can finally plan with clarity and confidence.
WedBegin was built for vendors who want more control, stronger collaborations, and a platform that only wins when they do.
Imagine couples viewing your profile, seeing your bundles, and reaching out to you ready to book.
Take a minute right now and claim your vendor profile on WedBegin and position your business where momentum is already building.
Yep, I used to work at a big wedding venue back in France when I was there, and I really liked it. And so we just put two and two together and be like, well,
Do it.
Just
let's do
it.
this thing.
Yeah. And it's been successful. And
Yeah.
you've actually done more things outside the venue, which maybe we'll get into a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But really interesting. Tell us about like your backgrounds, right? You just said you're from France. So
Yes, I was.
how did you guys meet and how did that all
Yeah.
get connected?
How long do we have? No. just kidding. No. So originally, I was born in France and I lived there until I was 21 years old.
Mhm.
And after that, I always wanted to do something different with my life. So I did the au pair program. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it.
No.
It's like a nanny program.
Oh, okay.
It's like an international exchange program where you go live in a family that you choose and they choose you.
Oh, okay.
And you watch the kids, but they provide you, a house and food and all that. And so I chose a wonderful family in Acton, Mass, where I spent an entire year there. And that year I met somebody who happened to be Susie's brother,
Nice. Yeah.
who is now my husband
Wonderful.
for the past 10 years almost. I mean, we met 10 years ago. We've been married 8 almost. And this is how we met. And then, I did my year, went back home, and then
He told us, I'm going to France to be with a woman
They
that
were
I
not
fell in
with
love
it.
with. And I'm like, no.
they were not with it.
We're not doing 90-day fiance. Like, no, it's not happening.
geez.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I really think she's great. And I'm like, okay, well, let's at least go and see
Yeah.
how it is and, and see
Yeah.
what you think. And that was it.
Yeah,
They were
and
in
then
love and it was happening.
It worked
so
out. And then, I moved back here after doing the visas and all that. And and then I never left.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a love story out of a book.
it
I'm
legitimately
going to
is.
France. I'm in love.
I
Yeah.
know. But
It
it was
really
a
is.
good trip for him too, because he never been
Yeah, he
to
had never
Europe.
been to Europe.
So it was.
Huh.
But sometimes I do I do ask myself, how the hell did I end up here? It was just so random because I never really thought about, I'm going to come here and meet somebody.
Yeah.
It looks like everything was aligned for me to move here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did
And
any of
this
your
is-
family come with you and move out here as well?
Oh,
or-
no, I'm by myself
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It was a hard transition for them and for me too, because I had a little sister that was younger. I didn't know she's 18, but she was way younger, and it was a transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And America is way, way different
100%.
than
yeah.
France.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
were talking about this earlier, where here is very fast paced, it's work, work, work.
Yeah.
And over there, we're a bit more chill,
It's crazy, like, to learn about,
Yeah.
like, just the severance packages in France.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't fire somebody because you have to pay them for, like, 3 years. So it's cheaper to just demote them, still pay them, but put them on a different team and within your company and just let them do whatever.
The whole system is very different,
Yeah.
even the healthcare system, the school system, everything is very different. But hey, I love to go there on vacation.
Yeah.
My beautiful
Absolutely.
town in the south is very nice.
It's South France.
Yes, not Paris, the
Not
south.
Paris.
Yes.
And Susie, how about you? Because
Yeah.
we talked about Caribbean, and so
Yeah.
where'd that influence come from? And
Well, my family originally is from Haiti.
okay,
Yes. And my mom is like, the both of my parents, like true immigrant story, literally she took a boat to
Mhm.
the United States,
Oh,
landed
wow.
in Florida. Yeah. And at the time, they had a process of just, vetting everybody and giving them like a temporary stay. And so she got her temporary stay, and then she moved to New Jersey, where she met my dad, who was here from Canada.
okay.
I know, right?
Look at that.
Also from Haiti, but was in Canada, and then they ended up being together, and then I was born, and then they had like a process of actually becoming legal. So they became legal. Then they went for their citizenship, and then my brother at the time, who's older than me, was in Haiti still. So I didn't actually meet my brother until I was 7.
Wow.
Well, until he was 7. I'm sorry, I was 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. And that your husband?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He moved here. Yeah. 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
But we've always been really, really close. And
Okay.
so when he came, I was so excited, to have a brother. And we've just connected right away. Like we just always had a really close relationship.
Yeah.
And so, we grew up in Massachusetts most of our life. And we both ended up moving to Rhode Island to go to college in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And then after graduating nursing school in Rhode Island, I was looking for like a home, and my mom had just moved from Rhode Island to Danielson. And she was like, come move to Danielson.
Yeah. There you go.
So we're like, okay, that's kind of cool, because it's like, I love this area though. It's kind of like, it's quiet, but it's close to everything.
yeah.
The highway is right there. So if you want to go to the city, you can.
Yep.
If you just want to relax and chill, you can. So it's just a really good area. So I've lived in this area now for about 20 years.
Wow.
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 Yeah.
So now, kind of tapping into the business a little bit more. It's been great to hear about you guys' stories. I didn't know these things about you guys, but
But wait,
Um,
you never said, after you said that, oh my God, him coming to meet me was such a terrible idea. You never said how it was actually,
Yeah.
right?
That is true. So I tell him all the time, I think he was meant to meet her because I don't have a sister. I only have brothers.
Oh.
And so when we met, we clicked like automatically.
That's
like she's
awesome.
become a sister to me,
Mm.
so I'm always
great.
taking her side in any argument. I'm
true.
like, listen, nope, go fix it,
And I'd be like, well, I'm going to ask Susie then. What are you going to do? And then
You
I
two
have
are so fun
then I have the
together,
mom
Susie.
backing me up too. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to talk to your mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we love her.
That's awesome. Yep. And I have 2 sisters myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now that's 3,
That's 3.
which is very
No, you
good.
guys are an amazing team. When I see you at like business gatherings and parties or whatever, you two, like, you just know you work so well together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Susie is more like the face of everything. She's the socialite of the company. She's in the air. Everybody
That's
knows
true.
her. Everybody knows Susie. Susie knows everybody.
Yep.
Me, I'm more in the background.
Yeah.
And here and there, I would come with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, hey guys,
How you doing?
remember me? I'm still here.
You do some
Yes.
funny. I've seen funny videos of you on like
She
the
is
Instagram.
hilarious. She has
yeah.
such a funny
I
personality.
have. Social media is just hard to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And then if you take a break or you're sick, you don't feel like it, it's really hard to come back at it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I need to do more for sure.
No,
Yeah.
social media is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to run a business, period.
It
There's
is
so many
tough.
moving parts.
And I cut you off and I didn't mean to.
You're okay.
Let's go back to
No
what you-
stress. You had more to tell, and it was
I
great.
just
It was
wanted to-
entertaining.
I just wanted to make sure
That we
knew.
were
She needed
okay
to
after
let that
10
clear.
years.
But I wanted to know some stories about you guys' journey, like building this business, and especially together. Like, what were some of the challenges you guys had to overcome in order to get in here? Obviously, and you know, we kind of touched on the fact that you renovated, but even outside of the renovations, you know, the business and if it was new for you guys and just the whole
Yeah.
experience. What tell me about that?
I mean, absolutely. I think, first of all, anyone who wants to open up their own business really have to sit with themselves and be realistic
Yep.
on what the expectations of opening up a business. I was one of the lucky ones where I watched my mom have her own business and run her own business. So I had an idea of how difficult being a business owner was. So we didn't go into it, you know, blind-eyed, you know. So we knew it was going to take sacrifice. We knew it was going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
And I think one of our biggest hurdles with opening a business was we did it during COVID.
We did. So picture that. It's end of COVID. COVID is not even over. Nobody can get together, but we
Yeah.
had the brilliant idea to say, let's open up a wedding and event venue.
Right.
You persevered through an idea that was pretty wild.
We
at the time.
did.
It
And
was.
honestly, not a lot of people believed in it.
Yeah.
A few banks said no.
Yeah. No.
Really?
Yeah.
And so we had to come up with like a different plan and come up with the money to buy the building.
Wow.
And
What was like the reason why it was like venue? Like, I want to do a venue
Yeah.
versus other things, because you own other businesses now. But
Mhm.
what was like?
Well, I think COVID was a big part of it, just to see
Yeah.
that you could not be with other people to celebrate events.
Yeah. And coming from a medical background, I can mentally see how debilitating that was for a lot of people. And I had a lot of patients that would even tell me, like, I'd rather die from COVID than be so alone. Like, that's really powerful.
Yeah.
And I think as humans, we forget, like, we actually need to be with people.
Yeah.
Isolation is not good for
Tribal.
us.
Yeah.
It's not good for us at all. And so when I, you know, discussed it on a, you know, further level with everyone, like, it's crazy to think that a venue right now is going to work, but we have to be hopeful. And that's kind of how the name Hope Lodge even came about, was because that was like one of the, I feel like one of the most important words that we carried during COVID, that we have to hope that things get better, that we have to hope that we're going to be around our friends and family again.
Yep.
And that's kind of what helped us just kind of run with the whole thing and the whole idea.
And it got better.
And it did
It
get better.
got better,
you know?
Yeah.
And it's also why, because, you know, when they come here and they do like birthdays or baby showers or wedding, they will remember that forever.
Absolutely.
So,
huge.
yeah.
Even a baby shower.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law had her baby shower here, and
Yeah, downstairs,
you know,
I remember.
everybody
Yeah.
remember. Like, it's
Yeah.
those are just big moments in life, and it's important to have a space where it's inviting, and you actually can you know, you can envision the whole day, you know, in your head forever.
But yeah.
It's so true. It's
Yeah.
so true. And we get thank you cards and emails and, you know, pictures and postcards, like,
Yeah.
you know, and thanking us for having the space available to them.
Yeah,
And so it's been really great.
It kind of confirmed the fact that we were doing the right thing and we're still doing the right thing when we see how nice the events are going and how happy people are.
Yeah.
Because as you said, when there's no hope, there's nothing else. So what else you got?
Yeah.
Yep. So hope is a big thing. I just want to add, just for my husband, that hope is also his last name in French.
Is it really?
Yeah, because our last name is Esperance, which means hope. Literally, it means hope.
Really?
In French, yeah. So we all like gather ideas and be like, that's it. This is
That's
hope
the one.
something,
Yeah.
but it's going to be hope in front of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Because so you have Hope Lodge venue.
Hope Lodge venue.
What else do you have?
We have Hope Medical, we have Hope Center,
Yes.
who is the home of Hope Medical Care.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Hope Transportation.
And that's what your husband is
Yes.
sort of. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll have to have
Yes,
him on.
this
We'll
will
have
be
to
a-
have him.
Is that the
next
facility right down the road here?
Yeah.
Oh, I was passing by and I was like,
Yeah.
Hope something. I wonder if it's connected.
It is.
So that's good to know. Awesome.
really?
When
I
did that
didn't
start?
know. I got to drive by.
Yeah. So we bought that building last year.
Last year.
And renovated that. And well, in 2024, actually, then we renovated. We opened my medical office in beginning of 2025.
Yes.
So we just turned a year
A year.
old. Yay.
Congrats.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah. So I'm a nurse practitioner and I see patients for primary care and, help with acute conditions, chronic conditions, mental health, the whole shebang. And what our idea of opening up, Hope Center was the fact that, especially in Moosup, but I feel all over the country, we just don't have enough medical support anywhere. We don't have enough primary care. We don't have enough specialists. And so we have spaces that we rent out to other health and wellness businesses as well. So we have someone who does, massage therapy. We have someone who helps with like finances and life insurance and making wills and all those things. Because financial health is just as important as physical health, in my opinion. And we have someone who has a home care agency who rents out there as well.
And we're looking for more.
Yeah,
Really?
we want to build it
we
all
have
out
more
to be all
spaces.
health and wellness.
That's
That's
really neat.
awesome. Now, when are you guys going to buy out Moosup and change it to Hopetown?
Oh my God, you're like the 100th person that said that to us. Or wants me to run for some political office or something.
She'll be
I always
good
get
at it,
that
though.
too.
She'll be
You
good.
could run Moosup to the top.
Yeah.
All right. I would love to. I think it's an awesome town. And I think, out of all the towns, I feel like it gets kind of like a bad rap. But the people in this community are great. They're amazing. They're kind. They're supportive. We have so many people who, would be like, oh, we'll do this for you. We'll put like, I feel like the first couple months that we opened, we had people come and plant flowers for us, help us, clean the yard and, all kinds of really great things, So,
And they do have Mission Moves Up that also do some, work in the town just to try to make it even cuter. I don't know if you guys were in the area for Christmas, but they have the little gazebo.
Yeah, I
saw
drove
that.
area.
by.
It was really cute.
Well, I grew up. I
Yeah.
went to Plainfield High School right down the road, so me and my friends always hang out over here. And over the years, especially since you guys have been I've noticed that it's gotten a little bit nicer. Like things have,
Yes.
like you just said, even Christmas when I came by, I was like, that's weird. Usually it's not like this around Christmas here, And
Wasn't
the
it
lights
cute?
were up.
It was
so
beautiful. It was
yeah.
very cute.
Can I ask you for a small favor? Just 20 seconds. We've created this show to bring value to the wedding industry, and your support helps us keep going. Today's episode is brought to you by our platform, WedBegin, the place to connect couples and vendors directly, transparently, and simply. Just a subscription, like, share, or follow goes a tremendous way in allowing us to do this. Thanks for giving us this moment. Now let's get back to the conversation.
So go ahead and visit WedBegin.com to reserve your spot on our waiting list.
But what is funny about the town is that, you think about Moosup, a lot of people don't even know where Moosup is.
Right.
Yes.
But to go back to the venue, we have couples coming from Boston, New York, New London,
Wow.
they come
Rhode
here,
Island.
or Rhode Island even, just because they cannot really find what they need around them.
Right.
So they will take the drive to come here. And once they're here, they find the town very cute. Because, it's like a small town vibe, Hallmark movie type of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they usually really like it. And let me tell you, not to give me some props, but I did go viral on TikTok
Okay.
when I posted a video.
Yes.
All the way down to California, people knew about Moose Up, and they were sending us messages to see if we could open that up over there.
They're like, can you open a venue like that
And it
in
was from
California?
the
We're like,
entire
no.
country. It was nuts.
That's
That is
awesome.
so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So what is it about, like, what do you hear that sets you apart from other people or
I
other
have to
venues?
say, usually what comes back is the price, because everything is so expensive
Yeah.
Yeah.
right now.
You guys are
Right.
like an affordable kind of
We
luxury,
are an
though. Still,
affordable, yes.
I mean, this
Yeah.
beautiful chandelier. Like, oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's also, you get like a low budget, but it's also very beautiful. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean because
Right.
you pay less, then it's not going to look good.
Yeah.
We have beautiful, beautiful weddings, and sometimes I walk in here, or Susie will come here and send me photos, and I'll be like, how did they even think about doing this?
Yeah.
It is really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some beautiful settings in
Yeah,
here right now.
you
There's
have.
a wedding
Even today
here
is
tomorrow.
very
and-
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will say the price, and then how simple the process is, because it's literally like a blank space, and you can
Yeah.
bring your decoration, you can bring your own food.
Yeah.
But you guys provide all the tables.
We do
and-
provide tables and chairs.
Yep.
Yes.
And we
That's
rent
good.
tablecloths.
Mhm.
But I think probably one of the biggest things too is that the space is just very versatile.
Mhm.
So like, some places are, especially in this area, are very barn-like.
Mhm.
And like some people find that to be beautiful, but some people don't want that style. Some people maybe want a more like ballroom type of
Yeah,
a
we don't have a
style.
specific style.
But
Yeah.
our style is so
Yes.
versatile that if you wanted barn, you could do barn because it
Right.
has some barn elements.
Yeah.
If you
Right.
wanted more ballroom, you could do more ballroom because we have ballroom elements. We've had people rent all their tables and chairs and bring them in and do their own full design,
Yeah.
So I think the versatility of the space is really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having that stage adds even more versatility, like you said,
yeah.
doing
Space is a
comedy.
big plus, and we just installed a speaker system
Nice.
that
Nice.
works via Bluetooth. And let me tell you,
Oh, wow.
It's
It kicks.
awesome.
every time I come in here, I have to play some music on the speakers. It's really
Yeah.
We
nice.
do a little dance,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Zumba? No.
Hey, you have to come and do a
Yeah.
Zumba. That way we can post it on TikTok.
We did have a not Zumba, but he did a
Cha-cha?
yeah. I think
No, it was not cha-cha. What is the other one?
salsa. Yeah, there was a
Mm.
salsa night we'd had one day
Yeah,
here one
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was great too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a version of yourselves that had to change becoming business owners?
That's a good question.
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like, what was that?
I'm so much wiser.
Wiser. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so much wiser now. It was a learning process on, how to approach, people
Mhm.
and how to bring them in to see the venue, because it's not something that I really done
Yeah.
before. Susie is really good at that. But when we go to expos, I'm like, oh my God, can you please give them the paper? Because I don't, I'm a bit more like in a background. Also, when you have bad reviews or bad comments, it's hard to not take it personally, because this is literally our baby.
Right.
And it's hard when it's being attacked and not so much justified.
Yeah.
Or when you get those, 1-star review, but who are you?
Mhm.
Were you here?
Mhm.
What justified this? And it's hard to be like, what do you want? We don't 1-star, what are we doing?
Yeah. Right. Right.
So I had to learn to be more chill
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to that, I will say.
Yep.
And then, for me personally, having a very present accent. I had to learn to accept the way that I sound. And if people don't like it, then so be it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, you
literally
can't
what
always
it is.
you can't always dive into the comments and always
It's-
listen
yes.
to what other people say, but it's hard because
Yeah.
you're kind of a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
And like when there's issues at the venue with a client,
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult because you don't want to like make them mad at you. 'Cause you don't want them to leave you a bad review. But at the
Yes.
same
Mm.
time, you kind of like, I need
At
to
the
say
same
something.
time, yes. At
Yeah.
the same time, we cannot let everything go.
Yeah.
So if some things needs to be adjusted, we can have a conversation and talk
Mhm.
about it. Thank God it did not happen a lot. We
Yeah.
don't.
We really don't ever
We have a
get
lot of
bad
good,
reviews.
feedback and reviews, but here and there it will happen when
Mhm.
it's not something that we can control.
Yeah.
It's usually you did not read your agreement properly,
Yep.
and now you're coming at us because we have to apply the rules that are in the contract,
Mhm.
and now you're mad.
Yeah.
So I have to find a way to be polite, professional, but also this is what is going to happen.
I have a feeling you're the behind the scenes, like you're the
She's the bad
ammunition.
cop.
Yeah.
And I'm the good cop.
You go in
And,
and
sometimes, maybe it's like the French in me that is very, nope, we're going to do it this way.
Yeah, well,
and
it's not a bad thing.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not a
to
bad
be-
thing.
I should call it the bad cop. And that's the part of myself that I had to change a little bit because I am a very naturally just like a soft
Mm.
person and I'll let things go. Like
Mhm.
things don't usually bother me very easily,
Okay.
so I'll just, if somebody's like, don't want to leave the wedding at 11 like they're supposed to and you're there till 1, my regular me will be like, oh, it's just so fine. It's only till 1, And Lisa's like, no, the rules say they have to be out at 11. I'm like, that is
no,
true.
I'm flexible.
Yeah.
But
You know,
can't flex too
we
much
can't
'cause if
be
you-
too flexible.
Because then you're going
Exactly.
to build a bad
Too much is too much.
reputation, and then other
Yes.
people are going to expect you because this person
Mhm.
did. and
Exactly.
You just
Yeah.
go down a
Yeah.
rabbit hole.
But usually we're saying this, but usually what we hear is that they really like the place because we're very flexible and we're just
That is
regular
true.
people, trying to help you.
Mhm.
So if
True.
we can help, we will. But don't really, take it for the
Taking advantage.
Yes,
Yeah,
that,
and that's
that
the-
one.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's like, that was something that I had to really work on for myself because I have a hard time with that, even before even opening this, because I think with nursing, your main job is to just care for people,
Mm.
Mhm.
regardless. And any nurse will tell you, a patient can spit on you, they can hit you, they can throw whatever at you, and you just have to take it.
Yeah.
So my initial reactions are kind of like, it's fine,
Yeah.
But now I'm a little bit more
Mhm.
like, nope, this can't be.
Probably a good way that you guys balance each other
We
out.
do
Yeah.
balance each other out
Yeah.
really
We
well.
do.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say to your point too about your how you speak, right?
Mhm.
And I would say I actually admire when I hear somebody that has an accent and they're speaking our language because I'm like, that means that person had to take the time
Yeah.
to break all their habits with their original language and try their hardest to learn a new language, come to a new country. Like that's admirable. So I think more people are like me that way too. So you might think people look at you.
It's just a
but-
self-conscious
It is,
thing.
yeah.
I never heard anybody say anything to me about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
sometimes be like, no, Susie, can you call? Because I don't know if they're going to understand me, but they end up understanding me very,
I mean, I
very
will say
nicely.
also to Eli's point, there's like this American thing where as Americans, typically when we hear somebody, especially like British people,
Mhm.
French people, you hear their accent, you immediately think they're super smart.
Yeah,
They
this
can
is true.
say anything and you're like, that person,
That's so
they
funny.
know what they're talking
What?
about.
Yeah.
Like, everything just sounds more intelligent. And you don't have to, you're just talking and you're like, wow.
That is so
It
true.
is,
That
it's
is
like
so
an
funny.
American thing,
Really?
just because I don't know, we've dumbed down
We
language
assume that
here.
we're all dumb. Yes.
100%.
That is
That's
so funny.
hilarious.
But
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I
Of course.
appreciate that.
Is there a dreamer and a practical one between the
Oh.
two of you?
She's the dreamer.
Yeah.
You're
Listen,
the practical one.
Yeah.
I could dream a whole
But you know
scenario.
what? That's why we're here. It's because if Susie and my husband, her brother, did not have dreams, we will not be here.
Right.
Because I told him the other day, they are the most ambitious people that I ever met.
Really?
Like, because
Yeah.
it's risky. You know, we put all of our money, all of our saving in this place and the other place.
Mhm.
And you have to make sure that it works.
Right.
But
And you have a
also-
family. You have
Yeah.
kids.
Yes,
So-
Susie, I don't have kids yet, but Susie has
Yeah.
kids. And if you don't have people like this around you,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have done it
Yeah.
just because of fear.
Mm.
And,
Yeah.
you know, you never know because it can go bad. But they always, I mean, my husband always say, I'm sure you say that too, that he will not open, like he wouldn't see him, no, cut this off. He will not open a business with anybody else than Susie, just because they work well together
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's no issues. There's barely no disagreement, or even when they are some, they're fixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have money involved,
Yeah.
you cannot
Yeah.
do this with anybody else.
No. Yeah. Family is
I mean, with
everything.
you know, with like people that
It
you're
has to
not
be someone you
100%.
definitely
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen some families not do well
No,
opening up a
no.
business together.
Yeah, business
If
There's no trust there, right?
Yeah,
Because sometimes people have really not good relationships with their
That is
family,
true.
or even maybe just not a good enough relationship. Don't know each other
Mhm.
super well. You know, like you, especially you met your brother when you were 7. I'm sure there's people out there that maybe met their siblings later, even. You know, and it might not be always the best idea until you at least know the person and trust them.
Yeah, that's true.
That is very true. Yeah, I would have never done this with anyone else for
Yeah.
sure. You
So
know,
to go back to your question, Susie is the dreamer.
yeah, I
Yeah.
am the dreamer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
well,
awesome.
and my brother. I think we just have a dreamer mentality in it. My mom, we watched my mom be a dreamer.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
so it's kind of hard to.
It's hardwired into you.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
hardwired, like ambition, hard work. You know, we watched a woman who would literally work 3 jobs, like barely. I don't know when she slept. Honestly,
Wow.
now looking
Yeah.
back at it, I ask her all the time, "How did you do it?" You know, because she did so much and accomplished so much. You know,
Mm.
so me and my brothers are very like there is no plan. You know, B or C. Like plan A is making
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
got to think too, like every business that's ever succeeded, every product that's ever succeeded, everything, every movie, every song starts as a dream. You know, it starts as something like that. And so if we didn't have dreamers like you, there would be no beautiful music, there'd be no movies, there would be no Hope Lodge, beautiful venues, you know? So, huh?
I only wish I could sing so I can sing on the stage.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I wish I had that talent and
No.
ability, but I don't.
I just want to say thank you. Every time you tune into this show, you're supporting something that's so much bigger than a podcast. This episode is powered by WedBegin, our platform built to help wedding vendors grow their businesses and help couples plan the wedding that they've always dreamed about. If you're a vendor looking for more bookings or a couple that's searching for trusted pros, WedBegin is here for you. So thank you for being a part of this journey with us. All right, back to the show.
So go ahead and visit WedBegin.com to reserve your spot on our waiting list.
So a closing question for you guys. Was there one decision that changed everything? And I guess we may have already answered that, but one decision before all of your businesses that changed everything for you.
I think it's my husband marrying me.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good answer.
That changed everything for you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
For me,
No, I'm
I
kidding.
think there was one moment where I was just like, okay. I worked for a really big company before deciding to do my own practice. And, you know, Fortune 5 billion, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
million, whatever they make company. And during COVID, when all of us nurses are working so hard, you know, literally killing ourselves, right?
Mhm.
We're essential workers. We're putting ourselves on the line. Our family is on the line. Like I literally had to go through the garage, undress, shower,
Wow.
do everything, and like stay away from my daughter. Like mentally, it was just awful.
Mm.
And then they decided they're going to just lay people off because they didn't make their quota for whatever time. And I just realized we're always going to be looked at as just a number. No matter how great we are as workers, no matter, how much time and energy we put into these companies, they just don't care about us.
Mm-hmm.
And I really had to put that in my mind. And I said, I'm going to open my own business.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather put in the energy and the hard work and the dedication that I put into anything that I do into something that I own.
Yeah.
Because I know that is going to be for me.
Yep.
And that was the moment where I was like,
I just want to add, like, we're laughing and everything, but it has been hard.
Oh, yeah.
It has been like 5 years of, it is hard. It's a lot of work, a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours? We don't even count the hours.
Can't count it.
And a lot of people think, now you have your own business and they think that you became rich overnight, which is probably the opposite.
Right.
What had happened up to this day, we're
still building.
Yeah, we're still building.
All of your savings went into this.
Yeah.
Like you are.
There has been a sacrifice, because instead of buying a house, we bought this building for me and my husband, I will say. Susie had her house already.
Yep.
So it's like you kind of put your life on pause.
Yeah.
Hoping that it will work.
Yeah.
And that at some point, you will be in a better position. But yeah, it has been difficult mentally, physically, because we're here every weekend or every week to, set up the tables, carrying, bring things upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah, because you can't rely always on staff. We have had hired, fired, I don't know how many people.
People disappeared.
Oh, no.
This one is the best.
Disappearance acts, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. We're pretty nice and flexible. It's not like, you coming to your 9 to 5 and we're checking what time you're coming here. Very flexible, very easy peasy, but somehow they're always disappearing.
We have a good one now, though.
Yeah.
We have a pretty great team right now,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yep.
And it takes time to get there.
Plus, I also think the challenge that we face with the wedding industry is it's not like a 5-day-a-week job, So some people, they're looking for that. And if you're coming to the wedding industry as an employee, sometimes it's like tougher for them to like justify it. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to go in and work one day. Or even if it's every weekend, even if you got them working every weekend, they might still feel like, oh, I need more than this, I think that's the challenge, at least that I've faced even in my business too. It's like, if you have a wedding every weekend, it's still not enough sometimes,
Yeah, no, that's true. Because, you have to think we run this place and then we have the medical office where we're there Monday through Friday now, all day. Then Susie go home. She charts until God knows what time.
Yes, busy.
I have to yell at her all the time.
Pretty
Stop sending messages to people at 11 p.m. We need to have some boundaries. And I think this was like the main,
big one too.
not issue, but like the main conversation that I had to tell Susie over and over again.
Yeah.
Can you please?
I'm better at it now.
So much better.
I am better.
See?
Yeah. See, but that was part of my niceness. That was part of my
Exactly.
thing. I had to,
People can
work on.
wait. They can wait the next day. But Susie she works all the time.
American.
That's the American in me too. It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, how do you say? I'm not becoming like you, but like you giving me some.
Like osmosis?
No, this is way too complicated.
Osmosis.
That's what nerd I was like,
I don't know what she said.
Practitioner came at me.
No, but like I'm not becoming like you, but now I work a lot too.
Yeah, you're American is
I'm an American citizen.
Well, you are an American citizen, so there you go. You are in the category.
Yes, there you go.
It's happening.
Well, I think we all need a little more hope in our lives now. We've learned. So,
amen.
Thank you both for being on
Thank
the podcast here.
Thank you for having
us.
You guys were a pleasure.
We want to get you on the WedBegin platform.
Yes.
Grandfathered access free for life. And so we'll be happy to get you set up. Anybody who's listening to this, you'll be on the platform. They can book you through the platform.
Yes,
Awesome.
And,
absolutely.
looking forward to it all. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much, really.